Foodie project is really there to offer a support for groups that have got a vision, a spark or a seed that they want to see run in their community.
Well, can I welcome you all to the Nightingale Community Gardens? I think it's brilliant.
I'm Councillor Keith Hatton, Vale Councillor and also a community councillor. Got hold of the chairman of the residents group in order that we could work together for the benefit of the community to develop this into something that the community would love and be able to enjoy. Initially, when we were offered the site, we did a let's drop in the immediate area to ask for their responses, to get their ideas, and the overwhelming idea was for community allotments, community gardens.
Because it's local, I can drop the children off at school, come and do a little bit, go away, do something else, just before collecting the children come back, or water in the evening. So it works out very well from that point of view.
I'm Angela Peterkin and I work at the local infant school, and my role there is to do the gardening with the children. And over the years I've often had the experience of children being very enthusiastic about what we've grown at school, and the parents coming to me and saying, how do we do this, how do we grow potatoes and things like this. We've had children whose parents say, oh, she won't eat vegetables. She just doesn't eat vegetables. She'll eat fruit, but she won't eat vegetables. But you give them a pea that's just come straight off the plot. You open up that pod, and they think they're like sweets, so they can't get enough of them. So when this garden project came along, it was an ideal opportunity to garden with the whole family.
It's absolutely fantastic. The ownership that's been taken on, certainly by a dedicated group of individuals, is incredible. We decided to meet on a regular basis, perhaps say Sunday at 2 o'clock for a couple of hours. We invite people to come along and we get a dedicated number who come along to do work for those 2 hours.
Well, I'm Stuart Hockley. I'm a retired builder in Dinas Powys. One of the exciting parts of this project is when we set the sites up with the 25 plots, we didn't know what the future was going to be like and what the weather was going to be like. And as this year was quite remarkable with the weather, it was an exciting exercise for us, all of us, because we're all novices, we haven't got much idea, and it was a good project and it's worked out great.
We use funding from Tidy Towns Wales. We were also fortunate to have grant funding from the Community Foodie project.
Community Foodie's role was and still is to support people coming through telephones, through inquiries that we've sent literature out. Can we grow? We've noticed a piece of land that we'd like to grow on. You know, where can we get help? Can you help us? And so we've gone and responded to that to the point where we've actually had money to develop some sites, so we do more than support, we can financially support the groups.
23 families that got little plots up there. The motto of it when I started off was come and have a grow. So they're all now really up and running and really proud of what they've got. So come and have a quick look.
Many of the balls, it's absolutely
total project
beautiful.
£10,200. This little area where we're based has been, well, it was not a very pleasant area for a long time. This whole patch here now was derelict ground and had been for nearly 20 years. So it was a dumping ground. So the house foundation, I believe, is still under here. That's why we've had to use raised beds and things like that, because we keep hitting concrete blocks. And if you involve people right from the word go and let them help design things, build things, you'll find that they take ownership of it and it's looked after. We haven't had so much as a seed label pinched from the place in just over the 12 months that we've been here, so I think that's proof in the pudding.
I was worried about you getting them
Fantastic. It keeps people informed of local, not just local, but obviously homegrown things. So it gives you the direct information. I think it's really good, that is, and handy. That's very good.
What we've encountered is the enthusiasm, which is refreshing. The energy in this project is quite phenomenal. But the project's got 3 schools involved. They spent 6 months researching it And coming here, they learned more than they did in 6 months in half an hour.
We've been growing a lot of stuff in our school areas. We've been growing lettuce and some flowers and all stuff like that. And if we have any old shoes or anything like that, we try to make them decorative over there. And then we try to make everything as we can, and we try to do a lot for nature and all that. And then today we got Buckingham Palace, where there was a lot of bricks and wood and stuff and hay like that. So all the bugs can come and help our garden in there.
This is a dip that's been made from the chives and the onions and garlic and everything that's been grown in the garden also.
When was the lettuce picked? This morning,
That
fresh
was
this morning.
freshly picked this morning.
You've been involved a lot with the school, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Caretaking
Yeah.
the school, so you've seen the impact that the garden's had on the school.
It has had a tremendous impact on the school. Due to the fact that we've had the children come down, we've shown them and teaching them how to plant the right vegetables.
Yeah, we've tried loads of new different vegetables and different fruit. And lots of people have been coming up and buying flowers and helping out our garden.
Have you been enjoying getting involved in the project?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's been fun. I think the teaching bit was really good, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
It was really enjoyable.
And you've learned from it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because before this, I didn't have a clue about any sort of gardening. I thought, no idea, really.
Yeah, it's had an amazing influence. It's completely changed the nature of this estate, which didn't have a kind of heart or a community, and actually most people that live on the estate do come to the garden. If they haven't actually got plots, they come and visit and chat. It's been massive. It's had a huge impact on this in the community.
Like the plaque says, but there is our little Eden. And since my mother died last year, I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out or anything, and then I came up here, and if it wasn't for the garden, really speaking, I don't know what I would have. This garden has pulled me out of a lot of things, and it's just nice to be up here and to be involved in doing the planting and learning so much about plants of Mark and Andrew.
The local doctor's surgery has recently commented that the amount of prescriptions for painkillers, antidepressants and sick notes and things like that has really diminished a great deal, and the only contributing factor that's in the area has been this garden.
When you look at the gardens, they're not very big, but we've got a lot of stuff growing in there. We've got lettuce, cabbage, beans, carrots, peas, beetroot.
Would you say that your family are eating healthier now?
Oh yes, a lot healthier.
Community foodies, without their involvement now, and especially yourself, we wouldn't have been halfway to where we are now. We would have got there, granted, but I think several years down the line it would have ended up before. But thanks to yourselves, and you've been a real boost to us.
What was good about that garden is that they'd already kind of established themselves as a community garden, so I've actually been able to take it on to the next level, which is to make it a commercial market garden. And the funding from Foodie's been able to put infrastructure into 50-foot polytunnels, some fencing, some storage, a mini office, and they're out now as a business. And so I suppose it's taking it as the next level of community gardening, which is to make it, to create income from it, really.
Not only has it helped to set up or inspire or support the inspiration of an idea, it's helped to give longevity to these projects that will then be running for many years to come.
And it has been tremendous to see confidence grow and people make friendships. I think that's the thing I've taken away, is that those friendships become so strong, and they're looking after each other. And I feel that although we're going, the officers are leaving, the bonds have been strong enough to continue. So yeah, it's been a positive experience for me, growing people.
Tomatoes, lettuce, carrot and corn. It's always better to water in the morn. The slugs come out at night, from the damp out of sight. Cabbages and hollyhocks, never water in the sun or in your socks, but early in the morning when the day has just begun. Jasmine, feverfew, poppies, lemon, balm and mint, sweet peas and lavender will soon have run their stint. Summer is here and will soon be on its way. Get the leeks and swedes in before the shortest day. The seasons come and go, but the cycle doesn't end. With love and work together, we can help our world to mend.